Hello again everybody, my name is Hadi and in this video I'm gonna explain about LCM, lowest common multiple, or sometimes they call it LCD, lowest common denominator, and GCF, greatest common factor. So we want to learn about LCM or LCD and GCF, lowest common multiple and greatest common factor. First, before starting lowest common multiple, we should know what is the common multiple. I explain by using an example. Let's say we have 4 and 6. What is the common multiple of 4 and 6? Common multiple on 4 and 6, one of them is 12. 12 is a common multiple of 4 and 6. Why? Because if we divide 12 by 4, the remainder gonna be 0. 12 divided by 4, the answer is 3, remainder is 0. If you divide 12 by 6, again the remainder is 0. So 12 is the common multiple of 4 and 6 because 4 and 6 are divisor of 12 with 0 remainder. Or if you divide 12 by both of this number, the remainder for both of them gonna be 0. So 12 is one of these common multiple. The other common multiple is 24. Why? Because again 24 is divisible by 4 and 6, both of them with 0 remainder. 24 by 4 is 6, remainder is 0. 24 by 6 is 4, remainder is 0. The other one is 36. The other one is 48, and it's keep going. Okay, so for 2 or more, 2, 3, 4, or 2 or more numbers, we can have unlimited common multiple. And as I told you, the common multiple, if we divide them by all of the numbers that we are looking for the common multiple, the remainder should be 0. Now, all of them are the common multiple, but 12 is the smallest common multiple, or is the lowest common multiple. So all of these ones, we call them common multiple. What this 12 specifically is lowest common multiple. That's why we call it LCM, lowest common multiple. So for any set of 2 or more numbers, 3, 4, and 5, okay, for this one, as an example, 60 is one of these common multiple for all of these ones, because 60 divided by 3, the answer is 10, remainder is 0. 60 divided by 4, the answer is 15, remainder is 0. 60 divided by 5, the answer is 12, remainder is 0. As you see, if we divide 60 by all of these 3 numbers, the remainder gonna be 0. So 60 is one of the common multiple. The other one is gonna be 120, 180, and again is keep going. Okay. 120, 180, and it's keep going. We have unlimited common multiple, but 60 is the lowest one. So 60 is, we call them LCM. We always look for lowest common multiple. When we use the lowest common multiple, one use is addition of subtraction of fraction with different denominator. If you remember this one. As an example, if I want to add 1 plus 1 over 6 plus 1 over 9. Do you remember I should find lowest common multiple between 16 and 9, or lowest common denominator of 16 and 9 to add these two fractions. Now, finding the lowest common multiple sometimes is easy. As an example, what is the lowest common multiple between 3 and 4? Is going to be 12. LCM for this one is 12. But when we are looking for common multiple, as an example, 36 and 48, what is the lowest common multiple between these two numbers? It's hard to guess. So we should find a method, or we should have a method that we can find the lowest common multiple without guessing. Remember, in math, we don't guess. We should have a method to find the result. let's say how we can find the LCM for 36 and 48. We have two different methods for finding the lowest common multiple LCM for 36 and 48. Let me write it at the top, 36 and 48. One method is convert them to the prime factor both at the same time. Convert to the prime factors both at the same time. So 36 and 48. 36, remember we always start with the lowest prime number, which is 2, then 3, then 5, and then keep going. 36 even number, so is goes to 2. 36 by 2 is 18, 48 by 2 is 24. Again by 2 because it's even number. 18 by 2 is 9, 24 by 2 is 12. Okay? 9 is an odd number, is not even number, so it doesn't go to 2 anymore. But because 12 again can be divided by 2, keep going by 2 because 12 is even number. 9 is not divisible by 2, drop it down. 12 by 2 is 6. Again by 2. 9 it doesn't go to 2, drop it down. 6 divided by 2 is 3. As you see, even though this 9 is not divisible by 2, I am continuing with the other number until it doesn't go to 2 anymore. None of them are goes to 2, then go to the next prime number, which is 3. Both of them are divisible by 3. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. This column is 1. So we are done with this column, but we should continue with the other one until all of the columns end up to 1. Again, 3 is divisible by 3. 3 by 3 is 1. This one is already 1. Just drop it down. Both columns we end up to 1. So these numbers, the multiplication of these numbers give us the LCM. So LCM is going to be 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. Okay, this is the LCM. Or we can write it, LCM is 2 to the power of 2 times 3 to the power of 2 to the power of 4 times 3 to the power of 2. 2 to the power of 4 is going to be 16. 2 times 2 is 8 times 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8 times 2 is 16, and 3 to the power of 2 is 9. And 16 times 9 is 144. Okay, 144 is the LCM of 36 and 48. As you see, we can always, without guessing, we can find the LCM for any number, any 2 or more numbers. If it was 3, we do the same thing using the 3 numbers. This is one method to find the LCM. Convert them to the prime factor both at the same time. This is the easier method, but I prefer the other method. You will use the other method for finding the GCF as well. So for finding the LCM using the other method, I'm gonna use the same example. Remember, it doesn't matter which method we are using, we should always end up the same answer. Now, the other method is converting to the prime factor but separately. Okay? Convert to the prime factor one by one. 36 by 2 is 18, by 2 is 9, by 3, 9 it doesn't go to 2 anymore, the other prime number is 3, 9 by 3 is 3, and 3 by 3 is 1. So 36, I can write it as 36 is equal to 2 to the power of 2 multiplied by 3 to the power of 2. I converted 36 to the prime number, prime factors. 2 to the power of 2 times 3 to the power of 2. Now, convert 48. 48 by 2 is 24, by 2 is 12, by 2 is 6, by 2 is 3, and by 3 is 1. So for 48, I can write it as 48 is equal to 2 to the power of 4 times 3 to the power of 1. We don't need to write the 1. Now, the LCM is common and uncommon factors with the greatest exponent. LCM. I'm writing the definition at the top. So I'm going to erase this one because we have already converted. So I'm going to erase this part to write the definition of LCM. LCM is common and uncommon factors with the greatest exponent. Okay, so look at this one. LCM of these two, LCM of 36 and 48. 2 and 2 are common factors. So we select this one. The exponent of this one is 2, the exponent of this one is 4. So we select the greatest exponent. Is 2 to the power of 4 is the greatest. 3 and 3 again is common factor. This one, the exponent is 2, this one is exponent is 1. So we select the greater exponent. So the LCM is 2 to the power of 4 times 3 to the power of 2. Can you see? We find it with the other method as well, which can again end up to 144. Okay, remember, in this case, we had only both factors were common, but if we had uncommon factor as well, we should select the uncommon factor as well. As an example, let's say instead of 36 and 48, if I want to find the common factors of 180 and 48. If I want to find the common factors of 180 and 48, if I convert 180 to the prime numbers, then 180, it's going to be 2 to the power of 2 times 3 to the power of 2 times 5. After converting this one to the prime numbers, prime factors is going to be 2 to the power of 2, 3 to the power of 2, and 5. Okay, which is, this one is going to be 4 times 9 is 4 times 9 is 36 times 5 is going to be 180. And 48, we already have them, is 2 to the power of 4 times 3. LCM of 180 and 48. 2 and 2 are common factors, so we select 2, but the greater exponent, which is 4, times 3 and 3 are common factors, so we select 3. Again, 2 is the greater. 5 is not common because we have 5 here, we don't have 5 here, so we should select 5 as well. Common and uncommon. Common and uncommon factors. For this one, we didn't have uncommon, so we selected only common factors with the greater exponent. In this example, 5 was uncommon, so we select 2, 3, and 5. Common and uncommon factors with the greatest exponent, we call them LCM. This method is preferable to the other methods. Why? Because we can use whatever we calculated here to find the GCF. GCF is greatest common factor. Definition of the GCF is only common factor. Let me just erase this top one, LCM. We already had the LCM. Now the GCF is only common factor. GCF is only common factor with lowest or smallest exponent. Okay, for this one, for these two numbers, it says only common factors. Can you see we have 2 and 2 is common factor, but with the lowest exponent we choose 2 to the power of 2, because between 2 and 4 the exponent of 2 is the smaller one. So GCF of 36 and 48, oh why this one is LCM, this one is 48. Okay, GCF is oh, this is the LCM. 48 is here. It was LCM. LCM. Okay, the GCF of 36 and 48. 2 is common, but lowest exponent, the smaller, you should choose is 2 to the power of 2. And for this one, 3 to the power of 2 and 3 to the power of 1, we use the lowest exponent, which is 1. So it's 2 to the power of 2 times 3, or 3 to the power of 1, which gonna be 2 to the power of 2 is 4 times 3 is 12. Okay, this is the GCF. GCF is only common factor with the lowest exponent, which gonna be 12. For this one, 180 and 48, the GCF gonna be, again, we have 2 and 2 is common, lowest exponent is 2, it's gonna be 2 to the power of 2. 3 and 3 is common, but 1 is the smaller, we choose 3 to the power of 1. And 5, we have it here, but we don't have, we have 5 at for 180, but for 48 there is no 5 factor, so we don't choose 5 for GCF. In GCF, only common factor with the lowest exponent. This was the definition of GCF and definition of LCM. What is the meaning of this 12 as a GCF? It means for 36 and 48, 12 is the greatest number that both of them are divisible for this 12. 36 divided by 12, the answer is 3, no reminder. 48 divided by 12, the answer is 4, no reminder. So 36 divided by 12 is 3, 48 divided by 12 is 4, and for both of them there is no reminder. We cannot find any number greater than 12 that both of these numbers be divisible by that number. But a smaller we can find. 36 and 48 are divisible by 2, 36 and 48 are divisible by 3, are divisible by 4, are divisible by 6, but 12 is the greatest number that both of them are divisible for this one. When we use for LCM, I told you, for LCM we use for addition or subtraction of fraction with different denominator. For GCF we use for reducing the fractions. As an example, if I have this number 36 over 48, yeah, I can reduce both of them by 12, because 12 is the GC of these two numbers. 36 divided by 12 is 3, and 48 divided by 12 is 4, right? I cannot reduce it 3 over 4 anymore. Why? Because I divided both of them by GCF. I can reduce step by step, first by 2, then by 3, and so on. But if we have the GCF, we can reduce it by in one step. Okay, this was the definition of GCF, LCM, and GCF. I hope that this video will be useful for you. You learn from this video, and see you in next videos. Bye for now.